Tragedy struck Mexico City on Wednesday when a gas tanker truck exploded beneath a major highway overpass. The violent blast killed 3 people and left at least 70 others injured. Witnesses described scenes of chaos and horror as flames engulfed vehicles, sending plumes of smoke billowing across the southern part of the capital. The tanker was carrying more than 49,000 litres of gasoline when it tipped over on a highway in the Puente de la Concordia area. Within moments, the fuel ignited. The fire spread rapidly, consuming nearly 30 vehicles and causing what officials later described as a shockwave across the busy roadway. Some victims were left with devastating injuries, burns covering their entire bodies. Among the injured were a baby and a 2-year-old child. Mexico City's mayor, Clara Brugada, arrived at the scene and called the explosion an emergency. At least 19 people remained in critical condition, including the driver of the truck. Standing near the burned-out shells of vehicles, Brugada described the event as a horrible accident. Authorities believe the explosion began when the tanker tipped over, though investigations are still underway. The vehicle carried the logo of the energy company Silza, but confusion quickly followed. A representative for Silza denied the truck belonged to them, though later that night, Mexico's Environmental Ministry revealed that Silza did not have valid insurance paperwork to transport gasoline. As the fire raged, terrifying images began to circulate online. Videos showed people screaming and running from the explosion. Some victims stumbled from the flames with torn, burned clothing fused to their skin. Others had injuries so severe that their faces and bodies were nearly unrecognizable. Amid the chaos, neighbors rushed forward to help. Many pulled burned victims away from the fire, trying to get them to safety before emergency teams arrived. Hospitals across the city received dozens of patients with severe burns. Lists released by officials showed that some had lost up to 100% of their skin. By evening, fire teams declared the blaze completely under control, though the damage left behind was staggering. The explosion occurred on one of Mexico City's most important highways, a major route leading to Puebla. Despite the devastation, authorities managed to reopen the roadway by nightfall. The Puente de la Concordia blast leaves Mexico City shaken, with questions still unanswered. Why was a tanker with incomplete paperwork allowed to operate? How did it overturn so catastrophically on such a critical roadway? And could this tragedy have been prevented? For now, families mourn the 3 lives lost, and dozens more fight for survival in hospitals across the capital.